right. Hello, everybody. My name's Dion Morales, your host of the Gold Squadron podcast. We're coming to you live from the final of the Crossroads Classic here at Family Times Games in Indianapolis, Indiana. We have Andrew Lopez versus Phil Knuth. I believe this is a battle of the Indianas, right? I believe they're both Indianers.
Correct. Yes, indeed.
Not only that, so we got Indiana in fighting, and we have Republic in fighting here.
Wow.
And I would say probably two lists that you wouldn't have thought after what we saw the results at LVO. We would have saw here. And that just tells you, Phil, we'll talk about that. We'll break down the list here in a minute. Basically said, I brought this list because nobody told me it was good. So you know what? He got to the final here of a 90-plus person tournament. Pretty solid in my book. All right. And by the way, I'm joined by my good friend, William Haywood.
You got to the introduction at some point.
That's right. And it is time for us to break down those lists and for everybody at home to choose their champion.
Oh, Belinda Mood coming in strong with Indiana, or India, I can't say. India Laptius. I tried.
That was terrible. That was terrible.
I tried. Anyways, so Dylan, I got the choose champion going here. We're going to start with that Y-Wing list here on your right. You bet 2L champion Phil Knuth has Anakin Skywalker Y-Wing.
What?
Exactly.
The worst Anakin.
The question mark?
That's what the internet told me.
So let's get this pulled up here. His ability does not change between most of his chassis. So we see here, after you fully execute maneuver, if there's a ship in your front arc at range 0 to 1 in your bullseye, spend a force to remove a stress. So has the ability to remove stress with the force. I guess that's very similar to his Aether Sprite ability. Of course, all these Y-Wings are going to have plated hull. They can, during the modify attack dice step, can change a crit to a hit. So this Anakin has instinctive aim to be able to ignore the lock requirement of his torpedoes, has dorsal turret for that side arc. Proton torpedoes, mainstay here. The 4-dice long-range attack, R4P. Twice a game, you can change the basic or decrease the difficulty of a basic maneuver. Great for clearing stress. And this is the big one: synchronized console. Synchronized console basically allows you to share your locks with other friends. Because Anakin's I6 is going to be very easy for him to get a lock, and then he's going to share it with the rest of his friends. So then you can see all these bombers are different, aren't they?
Yep, they're all just a little bit different.
Okay.
You even got that one right there without does not, what does it have? It doesn't have a droid on that one.
Yes.
But they all got synchronized console. That tells you where he's putting his priorities.
Yeah, so I started clicking on the wrong thing. All of these guys have the dorsal, the proton torpedoes, and the synchronized console. The difference here is that green has all that, but he also has I misclicked in yours. Anyways, you see green has R4P, but then the red one here does not have proton torpedoes, has advanced proton torpedoes. Take a note that those are the range ones, so red likes range 1.
What kind of torpedoes you got? The advanced kind. Which I think that's probably the reason why you have this ship here on the inside, right? Most likely to get in range 1 first.
Yeah, and this must be green.
Yep.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, so a wildly different squad here from Andrew Lopez on the left. This is a Warthog swarm. We saw this in the top 4. Warthog can keep generic ships alive, friendly, non-limited, as long as they're range 0 to 2. That's everybody in the squad. Can keep them alive even after they're dead to get their shot. Has Ghost Company for double attacks on 2 different targets. Warthog actually likes missing with Ghost Company because of the 2 other upgrades there. 5s that can bank up some focus tokens to continue the double shooting even while not taking the focus action. And then Clone Commander Cody, who if you do miss and they canceled out one of your hits, they receive a strain token. So a very cool way to support the rest of the ships in addition to the fire convergence. The other ships are a pair of 104th Battalion pilots, those are the lowest generic arcs, and then 2 Loyalist volunteers with ESC. A little V-wings that have white boost into red lock, but also could ionize if they put a crit through while activating ESC. So interesting little tech there. But without a reliable way of getting a crit,
It's just a hope.
it's kind of a.
You use it in the spots where you're like, this would be nice.
I mean, when I have flown them, anytime I'm rolling 3 dice, I'm gonna pop ESC, right?
Right.
Unless that 3 dice could kill somebody, I think it's always worth it.
Okay. So if we go ahead and take a look at the Choose Your Champion betting, there is a heavy favorite right now. By the way, 3 minutes and 20 seconds left to vote. Once it's closed, it's closed. Don't be left out. Right now we have a 70% favorite for those Y-Wings. It might be because we have Y-Wing Anakin out there right now. We got Yannikin out there, you know, being a menace this weekend. So Phil Knuth is going to go ahead and be first player again. And one of the things that happened yesterday, I actually was talking to Phil, and he was asking me about his game. And I said, I really liked your opening. So what he had done for a few of his games, when I talked to a couple of his opponents, was that he had gone here, done a little K-turn, and basically brought it back around. And we saw that in his game, but he made a mistake with Anakin, who's in the blue here, and calling some bumps, which could have lost him the game. It didn't. And I told him, I said, you got to watch out for your Anakin positioning so that you don't end up overlapping your own ships.
Right, exactly.
And, you know, you could see by it's a little bit changing of a formation. I know that the whole K-turn thing's probably not going to be valid in this setup, or maybe, who knows. But I feel like he's being a little bit more careful with the positioning of Anakin.
Yeah, I feel like you won't need to K-turn because you could just come up and then maybe potentially take this as the jousting lane.
Now, a couple of people pointing out that the Warthog ability not as strong. I say yes and no. Still being able. Anakin has those proton torpedoes, right? He's smacking hard. So, I mean, if you
protection against Anakin still.
That's still, I think, even though it doesn't maybe have as much value versus a squad that has all higher initiative ships and you're keeping multiple ships alive, you know, keeping one ship alive for one shot, I still think it's worth it. It's a shield in a moment that you might need it.
Exactly. Well, I mean, this is, I think, one of the games where you kind of want your Warthog to be doing damage. If you could get him in there and take 2 range 1 shots against these 1 agility Y-Wings, you could actually be helping out significantly on offense. So, kind of a change in the playbook for what Warthog normally does, but I think you got to take advantage of those extra guns.
I agree. And it seems, you know, we're balancing out just a bit. We still got 37-62. Nearly 1 million points. We got 834,000 and rising. Points to be divvied out here. Now, looking at these ships, from the last game, the reason we were able to like live chat the results was because they didn't engage for a really long time. We know that Phil has the ability to be extremely patient, right? And Andrew, we literally saw him just YOLO against Marcos. Like he, if you didn't catch that game, he did something along these lines. He was, mind you, I think Andrew was set up here.
No, he was set up here.
Oh, he was set up there. Sorry.
But yes, same
yeah, he
concept.
went this way, And then there was a
cut
bunch of clouds here, and he goes, I don't care.
I don't care. That's where the ships are.
So, I mean, I don't know if we're going to get that same setup here where we're going to see these ships end up turning down to this side of the board. He's got less obstacles to deal with now, but he could.
I don't see why you would take these guys this way or try to go here. It doesn't seem to be any advantage. I think you just, like I said, where's this jousting box here? This box, I think, is going to be the heated
the
combat
place.
zone. Yeah.
That sector of Starkiller Base.
Exactly. And they've even got some options here. They can come in through this lane. They're a little bit faster than... Well, actually, I'd probably say, yeah, because their one banks are red on the V-Wings, they're still a little bit faster than the Arcs.
Who brought what obstacles? I believe Phil brought the debris.
Phil did bring the debris because of Anakin's ability.
Yeah.
In the weirdest situation where you hit a debris, which doesn't skip your perform action step.
Does not.
You could clear the stress with his ability and then barrel roll off of the debris. So, a little bit of extra tech there. Plus, a stressed ship for your opponent could be easier to track with your slower turreted Y-Wings. All right, we see the turn in as expected.
Couple of focus tokens.
I guess he could have K-turned and then came back around the other direction, but it's a little bit awkward because they're not all initiative 3. Warthog does have to move last and obviously has no K-turn.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Andrew's got to be careful here. Marcos lost his game and he didn't use the table tokens. You got Andrew using his own tokens. Stream curse.
He was using his own tokens last time, I thought.
Was it?
Yeah. I think they were both were.
Thanks for killing my narrative, but okay. Do you remember there was a ridiculous run where it was like, I think it was something like 15 or 16 people who like used their own dice on stream, just lost every single time. And now the GSP stream dice are, people aren't against it anymore. It's like, oh yeah, it's fine.
Right. As always, we do. If you played on stream and you're watching, or if you ever do play on stream, we really do appreciate you. We
for sure.
We understand there's a little bit of pressure. I love playing on stream, to be honest with you. It's a way to review tape and learn things, see different objectives. Be like, oh, I never thought about turning in there, or why would anyone, or who would have expected, my enemy to do something I didn't, right?
Yeah, like how did I not see that move?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so I think it's always very interesting because you know what you were thinking. This is the problem that when you watch tapes like this, we have no idea what the opponents were thinking.
Exactly.
We're like, why would we ever do, like, because maybe you had a plan and then at some point you changed it, so it looked like 2 bad decisions in a row.
Yep.
Speaking of bad decisions, no, I'm just joking. We see some K-turns here from the Y-Wings.
Marcel Manzano says, lies, stream dice hate me. Marcel is literally he's like the best
person.
He's like one of the best players I know who has such hard confirmation bias. It is ridiculous. Like has won regionals on my stream, has won store championships on my stream, but will get pissed off because he lost a game to me at League Night. We're using the stream dice and say like, these stream dice got me. Telling you,
dice didn't roll all paint. Terrible.
Telling you, this guy. Yeah, we'll get at him. We'll dig at him. He'll get us back tomorrow.
I'm sure he will.
By the way, you can tune in live on Twitch. We'll be live at about 8:30-ish, 8:35 for our weekly podcast. But not that one time, Marcel says. Exactly. Alrighty, so it looks like Andrew Lopez does end up taking that lane between those obstacles, and I think he's going for it. Andrew's like, you know what? I ain't playing these games. You don't want to come to me? I'll bring you the delivery.
This is a good point because you are putting the pressure on the Y-wings here, and then you might be able to take this lane. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or at least
that obstacle placement's interesting for sure.
Yeah, I had to assume that both of them wouldn't mind a big jousting lane in the middle after I assume all their other AC matchups kept just clogging up every single attack vector. So,
oh yeah,
I will say these. We've seen a couple different ways to fly the lat. We see this in formation with the arcs, the turret placing forward for turret facing forward. But we saw in the game with the Jedis and the arc that was more of a traditional side arc style of lat. So very interesting. Like I said, a lot crazy around here in Indiana. They love it. Almost exclusively Warthog too. Like I didn't see. No, I did see 2 like named Adas with a
lat.
Yeah, like a 101st with 7 gunner or whatever.
Yep, 7 fleet gunner.
Or 212th, something like that. Mm-hmm. Whatever they're called.
Dishonorable joust here coming from Ferrix. Yep.
Pretty much what happens here. A little bit of toilet bowl, and I'll meet you in the middle.
Now, one of the things with the ability to turn in here, 3 out of the 4 Y-wings do have that R4P. They're more than willing to use it. I don't look at it as a bad thing though, like having to use it. I mean, this is what you bring it for, right?
For exactly, yeah. For those hard to blues, the white 4 forward. Let's bring up the dial actually and see. Let you at home. We didn't have a million dials. Oh, yeah, that's Warthog. Whoops, sorry. Calm down, Dion.
I was literally pointing at it, and you went and clicked on something else.
I got confused because they're both Republican. Anyways, so yeah, take a look at this. So it could change any basic or reduce the basic maneuver on the dial. So all those whites all of a sudden can become greens twice a game. Very valuable. I'm glad that those went down in price, so we could see a lot more of them. Particularly good, obviously, on the Y-wings. But they have use on arcs and even the Naboo starfighters as well. They a lot of times with Rick, they have the 3 bank, but not the hard 3 blue.
Yep.
Right? And sometimes, man, that hard 3 blue would be worth a point to have.
Yep. How many points is that R4P?
2 points.
Oh, man.
It's the same price as the R4 Astromech that just makes all your 1s and 2s. For the reason that, like I said, you could change red moves to white, but mainly the 3 and 4 speeds, right?
Mm-hmm. Now, looking at the current positioning, I know some of the people in our audience are looking at that obstacle right there and saying that it could cause some issues. I mean, yes, but he still has 1 banks that I think he'd be able to bring through here. Using R4P to go ahead, clear the stress. He could go faster here. Again, clearing the stress, except for, which is the one that doesn't have it, yellow. So yellow might have to do a 1 forward.
And whatever, keep the stress. Someone will throw you a lock.
That's true. Synchronized console allows you, as long as you got rid of 1, and that's the thing with this squad and R4P, is you have the ability, just use R4P on 1 of them to set up the lock, and you could set up some magic.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Now I will say that this is going to be very interesting range control here. Now you're mentioning, so what's I think it could 4 forward or hard 3, right? But let's just say it ends up over here, more or less. Okay, so his arc, we assume that this is range 1, 2, maybe 3. Okay, so he, as long as he goes fast, he should be able to snag an arc. The problem, though, is if we look at I believe the only way to throw the synchronized console is that you need to shoot at them as well. So if he doesn't turn in to get that front arc on target, he won't be able to hand them out anyways.
Right. Now,
there's the chance that because everybody's at 2, the Y-wings could just move second and pick up their own marks.
True that.
So what So with that analysis of the Y-wing, Dion, are you going fast with the arcs, or are you hanging back to try to get two rounds of combat in this engagement?
I think getting into range 1 as soon as possible only benefits Andrew.
Okay.
Because of the torpedoes. Because if you let Phil have 2 rounds of torpedoes, the first on the first line and the next turn on the back line, you're going to be limping.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be limping after that.
Okay.
I'd hit the gas. I'd hit the gas. Now, it looks like we might have a newer player or a player maybe not familiar with X-Wing too much, asking how it's stress acquired and what does it do. Just a quick summary. When your ship does a stressful maneuver, something thematically, it's currently colored as red on the dial.
Yep. You can see a red bear roll there for the Y-Wing.
Something that's harder for that ship to do. You're going to gain a stress token, and with your stress, your pilot is unable to do actions because he's currently he's physically and mentally too occupied. It's kind of the thematic
yeah, you're like over-revving your engine at that point.
Exactly.
So it's going to be harder to do other things with it, like bear roll and whatnot. Yeah.
All right.
So then you can clear the stress normally with a blue maneuver or a special ability that your ship might have. And then you can continue to do actions and red maneuvers.
One Harry Potter is a liar. That is not true. I don't know. That might need a soft ban. Just like straight up lying to somebody who doesn't know the game. What do you think? Should I be merciful? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna go. One Harry Potter. You get a little spanking. No, wrong person. Come here, boy. Boom. You get a little 10-minute timeout for lying. Don't be telling lies. Alrighty.
Do you want to thank all the people giving gifts, including Plague 7?
Yeah, Plague 7. Thank you for asking the question. Just one Harry Potter was not honest with you. All right. Alrighty. So now those ARC 170s did hit the gas. The V-wings also hit the gas. They're trying to get in range as close as possible. And these Y-wings don't have any locks this turn. This is it's going to be a little bit tough.
They didn't turn in, no. I think the pressure was on for Phil here. Yeah, I'm sure he's regretting that K-turn. He must have thought he had one more round.
Andrew hit the gas.
So this is a slow maneuver here. He's got to be out of range to attack then.
All right, well, we'll find out right now. Andrew has an opportunity to get ahead here, and the dorsal turrets are out of range as well. By Andrew attacking the backside.
Very strange.
All right, we have shots coming in.
Thank you, Andrew. Looks like it's going to be Warthog versus the red.
And we got 2.
I think he bumped. So no focus there.
Next attack coming in from the V-wings. 1 hit. Safe.
Oh, maybe he shot the V-wing first?
I think we got V-wing first, accidentally, even though Warthog should have gone first.
I don't know. There's judges sitting right there, so
yep.
We're gonna leave this in the hands of Andrew Kempers.
Adam Kempers.
What did I say?
Andrew.
Yeah, fair enough.
Andrew Lopez is on the stream.
I said Andrew's name 3 or 4 times, so yeah, makes sense. Adam's run a great event though.
Oh, Warthog fired. Ghost Company has a bonus attack. That's what it is.
If he's focused.
He was focused.
Well, you shoot a different target though.
Maybe he shot at yellow first and then red. That's a judge right there, like I said.
I'm sure whatever happened, it was fine, or Like, it could have been one of those things where just a verbal mistake, you know what I mean? Said one thing and then rolled another accidentally.
And here we go. We got the dorsal turret going into the green arc, debating whether he wants to spend the focus on the attack. I kind of think you have to. 2. And spends focus, no damage. No, sorry, that was a primary attack. Excuse me. That was primary to attack into the blue arc 170 off the front arc. This is the dorsal turret. 1 crit, safe. And now the arcs are on parade, I believe. Phil Knuth was the first player. Here we go. Going into the red Y-Wing, the one with the advanced proton torpedo, and he's got some pain for him. 1 becomes a hit because of plated hull.
And the strain,
and with the strain means
you just
that
take it.
Yep.
So that should be red. Down shields. Okay, an opportunity here to score some points.
He's debating to continue into red. I mean, I think that's what you do. Is it obstructed is the question. Adam, I think we'll get the call here. Yep, that is. Judge, please check obstruction from A to B.
Exactly. It's interesting what lanes the arcs are going to take next round. We've seen them just YOLO through obstacles, so I don't know if this is the time to do that.
You know what? Will, he's got to follow his heart, buddy. He's got to follow his heart. There we go. 2 crits coming in from Phil. Looks like we are losing a shield on the green arc 170. And here we go. Andrew is back on. One hit. Fire Convergence looking for the full string. Got it. 3 hits looking at that red Y-Wing. Natties, baby. Let's get some natties in the chat. Let's go.
The obstruction just saved Red's points. Wow. What a relief here.
You want to hold on, especially you need to get that advanced proton torpedo off against a squad that has more ships than you do.
Well,
Spends for 2 hits.
Should be some good points here.
Got a little shake and bake there, a little smack in the camera. That's how you do it. And it looks like we got 1 squiggle there, so just 1 more.
Enough for points. I don't think yellow is in range. Oh, sure is. Unmodified, though. Don't need them.
2 hits. Spend the focus.
There you go. Just 4 damage. I mean, that's not bad for a 1 agility ship taking every single shot from the other team.
You got half points. Does the 2 hard fit to the left there?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think so, but what do I know, Dion?
No. Will coming in here. I am but a man.
I mean, I was much more confident in Tabletop Simulator, where I could zoom in and actually do some analysis of it. But looking through a screen to an in-person, I'm losing my touch, Dion.
Hey, Plagueis. Nah, never. Plagueis7 dropping another sub on the channel. Thank you so much. And another. Look at this guy.
Wow.
Look at.
We really appreciate you.
Just coming in, just becoming part of the fam. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Mr. Rocker Crocker, this is the solution. Will, just put your face really close to the board and shout out the analysis. It'll be fine. I promise.
I don't know how many I can't tell you how many times that I do like an eye on the table view in Tabletop Simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Looking down the base, you know what I mean, to see if you need to go straight.
Mm-hmm. You know, can I tell you about a dream I had one time? So I dream about X-Wing, okay? I dream about X-Wing,
Really?
dream about streaming. It was a couple years ago. I thought I had a dream about a camera on top of essentially a miniature remote control car.
I think you're telling me about this.
Okay, like on a little remote control car, and that's how we could get some just like
You can just like drive it around on the.
Yeah, you can imagine as the player, you're like,
Yeah,
this little car driving around.
Get out of here.
It'd be great. It would be great. So if somebody can build me a camera that can broadcast some type of signal to the computer that's connected on top of a little remote control vehicle, we will definitely use it.
I think GoPros can connect to Wi-Fi, but I don't know anything about that, how that works or whatever.
Starts researching miniature cameras. There you go. Get the Spytech.
Can Spytech? We need it to be modified to be put onto a peg. So just be like, hold on, we gotta swap out your ship for a second.
Yep.
Put the camera on there. Get a pilot's
360
view.
camera, right? So you can see full all the way around.
That would be crazy. I know, dude. It will be intense. 30, 40 years from now, we'll look back and be like, man, I can't believe we watched all those two-dimensional screens. Jeez.
That's right.
We're now in that augmented reality virtual world.
The metaverse.
Of the metaverse. Exactly.
All right.
Which I think would be, man, if we could stream in 3D, like 3D stream a tabletop game.
Somebody says you can do a 5G microcam with a VTX, get a receiver module for your computer, mount them on all the models. What? This technology exists? I need links. Send me some links on Discord. All right, let's go.
Can we get just little remote control cameras so we can set up on the obstacles or something?
Oh no, there's a ship coming in.
It's just like just watching a ship come in. Be like, sorry, we're going to have to move your camera because I'm smashing through this obstacle. Look out.
Alrighty, well, 42 minutes and change left here, and I think Phil's in a tough way. Where does he go here? He actually has 3 of his 4 dials already down. I would guess I
think it's probably
the Anakin.
Anakin's, yeah.
So Anakin can get a shot next turn pretty easily without any issues.
This one's he's gonna have to flip his dorsal, but he's fine. This one might be able to bank in and shoot a dorsal. Anakin's coming for that. Anakin and this one could come in for torpedoes, but there's a chance that everybody's crashing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's crashing it, YOLOing through there. So this is going to be quite the thing. What?
That camera is the size of a quarter?
Smaller than a quarter with a transmitter.
Holy.
Man, this is
what?
Oh yeah, I guess people with their drones. People got to fly their drones around.
But sold out. Can't do it.
Well, probably 'cause it's such a good deal.
Sad. For $20, I'm in. I'm so in. If I could fit those little cameras in my backpack in a little case, we would do it. Adam Kempers in the chat says, I have some serious concerns about the Marshal's ability to maintain control of the file. I agree.
Yeah, Kempers,
I agree.
Geez. I mean, I was just talking about how great the event was run, but I was lying.
Can we get everybody at @Kempers21? You are the worst.
Yeah, jeez.
The worst.
Blow him up.
Blow him up, that's right.
He can't hear us, so blow him up. With words, not anything else.
DeRoche says, no, my title. All right, you're the second worst, but tell me the second worst. All righty.
Oh, fair. That is true. How did Ryan do today? He did really good until he played his first game, and then he lost.
That's right. He had a sleepover in Indiana, played a game, and went home.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. All right, road rule. I always say it. Road, roll, rules. Which is going to actually flip it then to...
That's right. Andrew Lopez, first player now.
Okay.
Y-Wing's going to get to react a little bit.
All right, the one bank as predicted here. Cannot escape green. Ooh, is that a bump? Did he make that? Ooh, he's going to self-bump blue. I love it. Tactical.
Tactical bump.
Hey, man. You got one more tournament of it. Take advantage of it. Let's go.
All right, and it looks YOLO is right. Oh no.
He did go through it.
He did go through it. He gets an action per the new rule. He does.
It's a debris.
Oh, he ends up stressed. You're right. You're right. He's just stressed.
The new rules.
Sorry, the new rules. If it was an asteroid or a gas cloud.
Right. Now he could still use his R4P charge to only be single stressed, which I think we saw there. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it, Chad. I got it before I saw your words. You're fine. You're a delay lad. I always feel so bad. It's like I figure it out and then it pops up. It's like I had it already. Come on.
That's okay, dude. I'm surprised that hard 3 fit, man. What a risky maneuver. Love to see it.
And he's got a roll for damage.
He did. He rolled a blank. Check the log, Dion.
Seems right. All right. Looks like we fighting.
So here's another one with utilizing that R5P. Here's the question. Do you pick up your own lock here? Or no?
Well, you pick on the lock whoever red can fire at, right?
Well, I guess that's my question is, yeah, exactly, right? But do you get multiple locks so at least somebody can do some rerolls? Or do you all in on just focus firing on the same target? Like, is it the arc?
I think the arc seems to be the target.
Because, like, I don't want to put 4 torpedoes into a V-wing.
Though you might think about, I bet that if the red Y-wing had a choice, it might have dumped that into the Warthog.
Sure.
Instead, that is 64 points.
Yeah, I mean, the volunteers could be the cleanup crew here. I mean, with their high agility and a little bit better maneuverability. Remind me, Dion, can you click on one of those Y-wing cards for me? They have red reload, right? They don't have white reload. The action bar
card. Yeah, red reload.
Okay. Yeah, I think the only small base with white reload is the new Fomber. Wartime Y-wings, I think, are the only other one with a white reload.
Looking at
small base with white
looking at his options here. He looks like he can target lock Warthog. It's not a great shot.
Yeah, hard to say. As a note, Red's dorsal is facing this way.
Oh, look we got Brento Cheese 57 says Andy's wife's here. YOLO is 100% his MO.
Well, okay.
There we go.
All right.
Mrs. Lopez. Let's see what we end up getting here. Looks like we're slapping that target lock on to the green Arc 170. And the yellow Y-wing. We're going to have to mark some ships here. Yeah, I think that fits.
Oh, yeah. 3-bang for sure, because that was the one without the R4, so limited options. Yeah, looks good.
And yeah, got to take the model off the ship. Boom. Cloaked. And target lock.
He's making sure it's range 2. Well, not making sure, but wanting to know what that range was to see if it was range 2 or 1. Because it depends on with the order. Oh, man, synchronized console just throws everything through a loop. The way you shoot and spend modifiers.
And check this out. Good thing that that Phil didn't decide to lock into Warthog, because you had Warthog scooting up here and you wouldn't have been able to focus fire, at least with that yellow Y-wing.
Yeah, exactly.
How many people showed up to the event? Nearly 100. 94, I think, is the number we were at.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, they had like a table, like a table 42 or 43, something like that.
So Anakin not committing yet. It's going away. I
hate it.
I don't like it.
I hate it.
I think he's being a little bit too cheeky here. He might be trying to set up for like a K-turn and bust the proton torpedo, but why just not do it now? He might be trying to use that debris, maybe.
Yeah, I see. I mean, I understand. Anakin Y-wing's an 8 health, 1 agility, 70-point ship, so maybe not just joust with it.
True that. I mean, maybe that's the secret, right? Nobody. I haven't seen anybody else be successful with them. Warthog there for Andrew Lopez, misses. Next shot on his side. He's the first player. Fire convergence, and he's going to get a full string there. 3 hits. That's a squiggle. We're going to get 2 damage into what I think is the red Y-wing, but I think the biggest thing is the fact that we're at initiative 2s now. Correct. So even if he takes him down, he's still going to get to pop off that advanced proton torpedo. Two hits. Are we going to fire convergence again?
Yeah, you only need...
Oh, blank to blank. That's not great for Andrew.
Right. It was still 2 more damage to take down the Y-wing, though. He debated the reroll because...
Yep, it goes down.
It might have...
With that blink. They were asking, does Y-wing Anakin have 3 force? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It is a 3-force pilot.
Because this is, someone was talking about it earlier, but this is adult Anakin. No more baby Annie.
2 hits. Coming for the green Arc 170. Has the option to spend the focus. Not going to. Takes 2 shields. And that's onto the green Y-wing. Yes.
So I would say the 4th one. I would say.
All right.
Teenage Annie. We'll see. We'll say, okay, can we agree? Knight.
Jedi Knight Annie, yeah, for sure.
I think we can agree on that.
Not sure which arc is being, probably checking for obstruction from the blue Arc 170.
All right.
1 hit, 1 focus, and a blank. So whiffs on that. Gonna go ahead and spend the target lock. And only going to get 2 out of that first torpedo. What is happening right now? What are you doing?
He's finding the crit.
All right, we got...
like, man, if you don't know where to find the crit, you might need to have somebody show you, dude. That's what happens, all right?
All right. So does that thing? It is shields down. All right. Next shot coming in. 2 hits. And it looks like 2 of those are going to go in. Are we spending the synchronized council? Synchronized council. Advanced proton. He did take 2 damage there. He's down to 4. Big money here. Could be. He got only 2. He's got the lock, though. Spend it.
Spend the lock. There it is.
That's going to be a dead arc 170.
There she goes.
Now, with that, Phil is just barely ahead, 40-42, and that arc goes down. This still is anybody's game right now.
And like I was going to say, but unfortunately you got here a little too late. I was going to tell you about what you could do for Lander. Like if you can't think of what Lander might do, think about yourself in that situation.
All right, so 1.
That was 2 protons and an ATP, folks.
Yeah, there was a lot of shots. Green and blue, or sorry, green and yellow, then reds. But the score then, Andrew, 40 points, Phil, 42. Trading his cheapest Y-Wing for one of the arcs.
Those are 42 point chonkers. Now, we'll see if he can get it back. He's only lost a couple shields on the green Y-Wing at this point. Anakin's got a target lock set up on the green Arc 170. If he can get a shot this turn, we'll see what he can
4K?
do. He's got the 4K, and he's got 3/4, so it essentially is fully modified.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, because I would say, man, it feels bad ignoring those V-Wings, but you're going to have to. You got to take out that other arc.
All right. Call your kids. Call your wife. We're almost at 500 viewers.
Oh, nice. Ferry, he's got the lock. He picked it up as his action this round.
Yep.
Don't need no instinctive aim.
No instinctive aim. Save that force for those focus modifiers. Now, remember, the R4P does not work on the K turns, right?
Yeah. You say right as if
it's only basic maneuvers.
You don't know, and I know. It is only basic
right?
maneuvers.
Okay,
so
cool.
Be.
Yeah, not quite.
Basic maneuver, so no K turn. That would be amazing. That would be a lot more than 2 points to get white 4Ks. Oh man, could you imagine a Jedi white 4K, fine-tuned controls? Ugh, no thanks. I'm out.
I think that's called an Anakin.
Yeah, that's called
an Anakin.
Basically, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here. You got, I think probably the biggest thing, one of the big things going for Andrew is the fact that Warthog still is fully healthy. Mind you, if Warthog's the only ship at the end game, that's not going to do much for him. But you still have, you got the Ghost Company, you got Fives, you got Clone Commander Cody. That tech that makes those other three generics you have more viable. Now, maybe the reason for not prioritizing it is the fact that now we're all at initiative 2s minus Anakin. Like, his ability doesn't matter as much as it could had he had different or higher initiatives.
Sure.
I'm just trying to find the Tiger. I mean, the decision to fire at the arc may have simply just been target of opportunity.
I mean, yeah, you knew red and yellow were going to be able to shoot at it, so yeah. And you don't really want to waste your munitions on these V-Wings because they could just natty 3 and avoid everything that you're trying to do anyways, right? So yeah, I still think you need to figure out a way to deal with the arc, but you might just need to take opportunity shots with your dorsals. Obviously, both of them need to pick up locks. Lock's probably highest priority, right?
Yep, that's a tie. That was a hit.
I mean, if you don't know, just reroll.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
So Andrew Lopez is going to go ahead and stay first player. I think that's good for the Y-Wings. They want to be able to see what if they need to change their dorsal turret arc. Though I don't think we've seen him do a rotate action in either of the games we've seen.
No, it's kind of like you already have to have your lock or know that you're going to get the shot to attempt that stuff.
And a hard one. Man, a Y-Wing, that yellow Y-Wing doing a K-turn looks tasty right now. Was that a barrel roll? Wait, what? Why is Phil flipping his dial? Oh no, okay, it's because he's doing the K-turn. I was confused. I was like, wait, how is he looking at his dial? What is happening right now? Evil Monkey Lord, you got it right. Crits first, then focus, then hits.
Mm-hmm. It's the way to roll 3 or less dice with the least chance of a tie.
Mm-hmm. But now you got that yellow Y-Wing pointing its dorsal turret at the lat. We might be able to start seeing some damage going into it this turn.
Yeah. I still think you pick up the target locks, but we'll see what his strategy is.
So it's going to get a little bit more hectic later on. I'm also going to be throwing more monsters at you. Not necessarily because there's 6 parties and 6 people in the party. I still have to maintain action.
Just thinking about where does he want to go.
Some of the fights are actually going to be a lot more.
Do you just take the focus?
Well, I mean,
stay flexible?
No, always lock.
Always lock every time?
Torpedoes. Always lock. The chance of you just natting and you get to keep your lock for later.
I like it. He's going through his options.
Could be tempted to rotate backwards and help out with the arc or shoot that V-wing.
Yeah. The green Y-wing is right here. It hasn't moved yet. It's just not on its base because there was a bumping situation. And there we go. Committing to the lock.
Yeah,
as we thought was the right choice there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so this one definitely going to get blocked.
Bump. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. I mean, I think that ends up working out for it because I don't think he's going to get shot by anybody.
No, he's probably fine. You get a free dorsal shot on the arc. You're okay. His lane for next round's a little bit awkward.
Oops.
He might be looking straight at the gas cloud after the bump.
Somebody's saying I hear Ryan in the back. Ryan, Staniszewski's not here. Maybe.
It was probably Mark
Moriarty.
Doing a little crisis protocol.
How many are they going to get the judge to move? All right. How many people does it take to move a ship? I think the angle on this doesn't matter. So they're gonna.
Yeah, for like I said, that dorsal and the exit lane.
There you go. They got it. They're doing it. And we'll float it. No obstacle. And I think you're right, Will. We'll be able to have that dorsal turret on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then as well, yeah. Easy, hard to. That's the main thing. Okay, utilizing the rear arc of the lat. Not a bad idea.
I like it. You avoid having to spend a rotate action there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even though I think you have the linked action with one of the cards you got.
Yeah, that's the Ghost Company. But it does stress you though, and their greens are terrible.
They are. Don't do it.
Oh wait, no. Actually, I take that back, Dion. I said greens, but
They're blues.
They're blues, just as good
as the
Y-Wings.
Well, they don't got any R4P. That's the difference.
Yeah. Oh man, Astromech slot on your lap, pretty good.
I am.
What are you doing, Anakin?
What is Anakin doing? I don't understand.
He's points fortressing. Is what he's
I mean, I guess right. He is the most expensive thing on the board, but you want to be taking some shots, some value. There you go. Angel rolls the box. One hit. The damage.
that was
The yellow Y-Wing.
Y-Wing, yeah. You're going to double shoot obstructed then with Ghost Company. So good. Another hit.
Single hit. Takes the damage
not
there.
obstructed.
Shields are down on the green
That's
Y-Wing.
not obstructed.
Let's double check. Was that shot obstructed from the lap? So just add a die.
Paladins have a different code. As we walk into the alignment section, they are, I mean, literally.
There you go.
Okay.
Same result.
Either way, we got there eventually.
Yeah, we got it.
But yeah, it's pretty clearly obstructed. I don't know how much more behind that obstacle that Y-Wing could get.
This is going to be a range 3 shot. Oh, big money. All right, well, Anakin's taking damage for no reason at this point. He's not involved in the battle. I'm still a little concerned. You're going to get another shot here. This is range 2 from the V-Wing. Hit crit. Plated hull. We'll turn that to 2 hits. Got that, and you gave up half points with Anakin not shooting anything yet. V-Wing's going to be out, the yellow one.
Yeah, and these guys have, when I say these guys, him, and this guy, they don't care about the other Y-Wings.
They don't.
Need to kill Anakin. Like no reason to stick around.
They're
Let's go.
Debating whether to spend the target lock or not. He is. 1 hit. Takes the damage on the lat. First blood there. And that's it. I think him not K-turning this turn could cost him the game. Because you would assume that he would have gotten 3 to 4 damage in on probably the Arc 170, right? That brings you to almost half points. You probably have a turn where, I mean, I understand that he's probably worried about the ships crashing into Anakin, right? The following turns.
Right, the moment he turns in.
Right. Next shot, hit crit. This is that dorsal turret. Spends a focus, takes 1 on the green arc. 16 minutes left on the clock. Players do have a clock for the table as well.
Yep, they got a big old 16 there. And there's just, what do I want to say now? Not a lot of time, though the points are very close. If they can deal with, actually, how many damage do you need on?
It has 10, doesn't it?
Would you just get half points? So if you can somehow have, if you can somehow keep Anakin alive, and just have the lat, that would make up the points. It would tie, but
I mean, you're gonna lose Anakin next. I think in the next turn, honestly.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna have the arc sweep in, V-wing sweep in.
Bank, hard 3 boost.
Turning in last turn is the difference between getting 1 shot, being able to get 1 of those torpedoes off, versus 2.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the hesitation not turning into here, right? Like, I totally understand that. But I think you need to do more with your 70-point ship. I mean, I'm sure Phil knows this.
Yeah. I mean, he's undefeated, I believe. He's undefeated all the way, throughout this tournament. So he's made a lot of good moves. Here in the final, we said earlier in the opening that Andrew, I think, caught him off guard a little bit, but how aggressive he came in.
Yeah, I thought he had one more turn to potentially go straight and then cut the V-wings up here. But couldn't. Had to turn in everybody at that time.
So we're going to mark that ship out the way. Another 2-turn. It seems like Phil is now prioritizing that lat. Oh, no, he's going the opposite direction. He's going to the right. Looks like he's trying to create a bit of a screen and do a little side-to-side action. No, just side to side. Oh, little learning moment here. If you're turning in this direction, you could just take your template, put it off the side from hash to hash. Get the same movement on those small bases.
Show him how to do it, Adam.
Killing me. No, Adam, dude, just give him the side to side, bro. Adam knows better. Adam, you know better.
You should know better.
It's all right. We forgive you. Today.
That's okay. These are little things you learn after years of being in-person play. Any trick, man. I used to fly 6, 7, 8 ship swarms, right? So I'll take any trick to help out the process. Once I learned so if you're doing 3 forward, you can just put the 5 to the side of your base. So then,
and use the in-between space?
Right, and then, exactly. And then you just put it at the end of the 5-speed template then. Mimicking the 3 forward. That was mind-blowing to me.
All right, we got 12 minutes and change left. Bananakin is bait. There's no Bananakin out here. That's the Naboo. This is Yannikin. Why? Yannikin. Question, do you think people are shaking out cobwebs still from?
Oh, shaking out cobwebs? Yeah, I mean, this is the first major tournament in
the Midwest.
Midwest, exactly. The Cherokee Open, I think, is on the West Coast. East Coast.
East, yeah.
So that'll be a big tournament there. We had LVO, who some of these players were in attendance at as well. So I think they were able to get those cobwebs out, shake the rust off your cobwebs, whatever that saying
Shake the
is.
rough off your ship.
Yeah.
And now the Warthog looking like an ace right now.
Oh, pretty fancy out there. Are you going to focus rotate? No, it's not even going to bother.
He might have a shot right now. But right now, the most important is he's converging. And here's the K-turn. I really think it's three turns too late. But here we go. He'll have the target lock. We'll be seeing the proton torpedo. You need some big crits. Is that the green? He's lost a shield. You need like a blinded pilot, fuel leak, direct hit.
Yeah. Hull breach, fuel leak,
you need some bad stuff to happen here.
Okay.
There you go. You got 3. You haven't had to use a force, which is big. It's a reroll. Looking for paint. Got it. 1 becomes a crit because it's a proton torpedo. And I bet Andrew lets that go through. He's being aggressive. Hit. He said, I'm taking the crit anyway, right? Hit. What's the crit here? It is a stunned pilot.
Well, there's no obstacles where you're heading.
Yep. So half points. First, next half points scored there. He's got 1.5 arcs taken off the board. I think Phil has a green die in hand. There it is. Spends the target lock. Looks like the Y-Wing had arc there on the lat. Spends it, and we got hit. Crit council fire on the Warthog. Okay, that is not bad. Council fire forces Warthog to roll a die each engagement. On a hit, take a damage.
Okay, gotta shoot Anakin. Should have full force though. Might pull out some good evades.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did save
And
that
there
focus.
it is. 3 hits. Use the force. Take 1. Three hole left on Anakin. Another shot here. Needs some crits in order to take him off the board. Not going to do it there with the whiff. Yellow V-Wing has a shot here on the green Y-Wing. This will be a 2-on-1 shot. Single crit. Spend for 2. Plated hull turns it to 2 hits. Misses there. That's going to be 2 more damage and another half points here scored by Andrew. He's starting to get the ball rolling here. You can see the snowball effect happening. 98-63. Phil goes ahead and his green Y-Wing has no shot. Let's go ahead and take a second. I want to look at synchronized council again. So I know it has a couple of conditions. Let's go ahead. Take a look. After you perform an attack. Okay, so the green Y-Wing was never able to use synchronized council there because he could not actually perform an attack.
Yeah, and his arc's facing this way, if I understand correctly.
Yep.
So wasn't able to take the shot there, but I think the lock is a little bit more important.
Yep.
If you ever plan on shooting those torpedoes.
Did Anakin use 2 force this turn or just 1?
Just 1 on defense.
Just 1, so his force should be up to 3.
I believe it was just 1 on defense. No, he spent 2 on defense. He did. It
was 2 on D?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, time's ticking down. I mean, 2 more on Warthog.
Mm-hmm.
Yellow ran out of torpedoes, though.
Yeah, Yellow's out of torpedoes. Anakin still has instinctive aim as a possibility next turn.
Could potentially, I mean, we could see a 4 forward white. Keep the stress or use Anakin to clear it.
Using R4P?
Yes, exactly. Then maybe, just maybe.
Be able to pop the Warthog?
Yeah, just maybe.
That is some risky business. I don't know. I don't believe.
Here's the secret tech, though.
Uh-huh.
Let's take a look at, give me just that R4P. Before you execute a basic maneuver. So it really lets you dial in a white 4 forward or a white 2 forward as well. Because you don't use R4P and you just were like, whoop, I guess I'll perform.
Oopsie doopsie.
I guess I'll perform the 2 forward.
That's a warning. I'll take it.
Yeah. So it could have some sneaky possibilities there. Either way, he needs to do 2 damage to the lat. This is Phil. Phil needs to do 2 damage to the lat, and as much damage as Anakin can before he gets taken out by that arc. Could he possibly kill the arc with a range 1 attack? Yeah.
I mean, yeah. 1 forward to victory.
Yeah, Warthog's not saving him. So
I mean, the arc could conceivably go down. You have the green Y-wing there as well.
yeah, I want to kill him before he shoots at me, though.
True that. True that.
But time's ticking, and these guys are not quick on the dials, or at least.
Well, they got 2 of them down for Phil, 3 down for Phil. So it looks like he's good. It's on Andrew right now. I think no, Andrew has them on the table. He puts them by his cards. So a little bit of flippy flopping right now.
Yeah. It's making me nervous. So time is ticking away so fast. Oh.
We will see. $430. And Phil's flipping flopping on the Anakin. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, I'm dialing the 4 forward.
Yeah, you got. I will say one of the things. The body language at the table is very positive. There is some nice camaraderie going on there, which is awesome.
I mean, from what I understand, it's Phil's just happy to be there. Like you said, he was like, I heard these are bad. I will fly them well enough to do good with them.
Yeah, and he has done very well, bringing them here to the final, showing that the Y-wings have some.
We've seen
they got something there.
We've seen a lot of them beyond the double tapping, beyond broadside. We've seen a lot of them. We occasionally like 3 in Lumi, or like 3 in some Jedi, or sorry, 4 in some Jedi, right? Just like a cheap dorsal carrier. But this is really like taking advantage of the munitions, getting synchronized console to work.
All right, Andrew. I think this is big. Andrew is going to end up being first player here.
Switches over. Yep. Okay. That means that this Y-wing right here will get all the information he needs about his action, or just gets blocked.
Oh, big sweep. I mean, that green Y-wing could turn.
Ooh, I like this. Just going for the rear arc and keeping him out of danger. Not a bad play.
I mean, I doubt Anakin put in a 1 bank, but that would do. I do like these moves from Andrew, though. He's covering a lot of the more obvious positions for Phil. I mean, they're obvious because they're good, right? Like
exactly.
they're some of his best choices.
Oh man. Boop. Just go like 1 forward and stop right here. Just kill this guy with an advanced proton, or with a
proton torpedo.
I mean, maybe. All right, in yellow, hard turned in. There it is.
All right,
Lock.
Target lock. Oh, now we know this. Now we know the side-to-side move. Oh, come on. We're just messing with these guys. Yeah, so this Y-wing's going to end up bumping. Oh, it's great.
We'll have a shot on the arc, uncontested, potentially. No, yellow probably will shoot at him.
Yeah, he'll end up hitting the V-wing.
Yeah.
A big range 1 shot. You get some luck. Could do something. Just leave the template, guys. Just leave it. Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine.
No, they're lining up the back.
True that, because for the V-wing shot.
It does matter about this a whole bunch, right?
That's true. Now that Y-wing had a lock on the red V-wing. And there we go. Turret focus. Little linked action there from Ghost Company. And Anakin doing what I think is a 3 forward.
So it's not going to use R4P. Maybe use Anakin's ability.
Yeah, he's got that too, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Now, Warthog's going to keep the console fire because it barely matters.
Yeah. Yeah, time ticking away here. There it is. So,
Is he thinking about trying to reach for the lock for... Oh, he can't because he's stressed.
he's got to. I mean, he's got to clear the stress, and he's
That's
got to just
time in the round.
kill the arc, and then hope that you only take 2 damage from this guy. Like that's the one condition right there.
Here we go. Andrew, he's trying to...
He's just going to keep the force. Wouldn't you just trade your force in for a focus? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
So spend. Crit. Hit crit, stun pilot.
Still stunned.
Andrew's getting hyped. He can see, he sees it, he
There's a
can feel it.
Excitement here now.
He can feel it.
Yeah, that's still. Ooh, console fire hit, Dion.
Oh, okay.
So that wiring only needs to do 1 damage, but somehow Anakin needs to survive 3 attacks or 2 attacks. So this is Warthog shooting the yellow. It doesn't.
That's a shield.
Means about nothing.
Do we have? Did he get half points on this? Who did Anakin shot?
That's trying to shot the.
He shot the arc with the turret.
Okay, so this is 2. Okay, spin another force. Okay, only takes 1. The arc will have to, if you can get all 3, all part. Big roll, big roll.
And that's only 2.
Anakin. Oh, he's blinded?
He is not blinded.
He checked. All right, big roll for Anakin.
You need
here.
paint here. Use the force.
Wow.
Takes 1 damage, right?
Just 1.
He's alive on 1. This is big. You got to. Oh my goodness.
He could come out ahead here if he kills the arc.
Range 1 attack. Only was single hit. You got to bless this die, Andrew. He got it. What?
We're going to.
Big shot here from the yellow Y-Wing. He's got the lock.
Needs 1.
That's it. Andrew Lopez is the Crossroads 5 champion. Thank you to ISO, Danko, Baffle, Trojan, Prophet, Shadow, Tycho, Spice, Raider, Lancer, Fallen, Row 6, 626, Chief, and J List, our Grand Admiral patrons. And all of our Gold Squadron patrons and community members, thank you for your support. Gold Squadron out.